Hey, welcome to Beach Office 365, where I bring you the latest and greatest in crypto, DeFi, and passive income. All right, so here we are. Wanted to do another follow-up video. Got a little bit of traction on some of the stuff that I'm putting out regarding the Bitsgap and bot trading, and I just wanted to keep kind of bringing some stuff. Obviously, those of you that are subscribed to me know that I'm pretty big into DeFi. I love covering protocol like Drip. And if you don't know anything about that, feel free to check out some of my videos. Also look at other YouTubers' content. And if you like any of the stuff you hear in this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and please drop a comment. Let me know what you think of all this. Okay, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be kind of covering the Bitsgap stuff, but I wanted to continue to kind of show my progress with it, because it really is one of it's one of my main forms of passive income in the crypto space, right? So I do a lot of stuff in the DeFi, a lot of stuff with different protocols, but the bot trading is where I probably have the bulk of my capital, and which does provide me pretty consistent returns. Now, some downsides to bot trading is that unlike some of these other DeFi protocols, or maybe trading some of the really small micro cap cryptos that you're hoping to get that moonshot, to be successful at the bot trading, I think it does require a little bit more capital and than some people can afford, right? So to start a bot, I would recommend at least $3,000 to start one bot. And the way you find success is by having multiple bots running. If you're just doing one bot, it's hard to really see how it works. So let me quick show you. We're going to take a look at where I'm at. Okay, so here is an update, right, of where I'm at. We closed out the Shiba Inu bot the other day, and we're having we had a pretty down market yesterday, and today I had a little bit of a bounce back, but there was a lot of red out there today, and as you can see, I'm still doing pretty well, right? So I've been going for 10 days, right? And in terms of bot profit, I've made more than this, because what happens is when I closed out the Shiba, it then, in terms of looking at your sum bot profit, this is only showing how much in terms of active bots. So I made over $2,000 in profit in 10 days, because if you remember, the Shiba had made me over $100 in bot profit. So $2,000 in 10 days is pretty great. Now I am looking at this one here, the DYOR protocol, which again, I think does have some potential to it, but it's only generating me, the 0.18% daily. And, I like things usually at 0.5 or above. I am taking this one and letting this one go for a little bit, because this is a metaverse coin. And I do think we're going to have like a bubble like run with metaverse stuff once I think Bitcoin capitulates and goes back up. So I may close this one out. Now, you may think, well, oh man, you're taking a loss. I thought this thing was all about not having losses and stuff like that. But the reason I was saying that the success of this is having multiple bots, not just one, is because you kind of look at this as like one thing, right? Like you're putting together this this sort of system, right? And this all constitutes one thing. The whole system you have up and running, and your system consists of multiple layers. And if one layer of the system isn't working that well, isn't functioning that well, let's free up the capital to then find something else, right? So look, if I close everything out right now, I've made $140, right? I'm not going to do that, because these are making me money and I want to keep going. So I may decide to close this out, not because it's down 5.97%, but because it's only generating me 0.18%. I can tell you right now, if this was up 5% in terms of the appreciation, I would absolutely be selling, because I don't like this. I want this to be up. I'm getting 1% a day with my sand short. I'm getting 1.34% a day with my Luna long. I got an ETH short that's doing well at 6.64% a day. And this one, 0.33%. And an ape is doing really well at 0.5%. That's the longest one that I have. So that's kind of where we're at with that. Now, I know some of you are a lot more interested in like how it works and how you get everything set up. And I can assure you that you don't have to be very technically inclined to get everything up and running. It's actually relatively simple. I think probably the most complicated part of the whole thing is getting your BitsCap account set up and then integrating your different trading platforms, right? So I have implemented my Binance account on there. I have KuCoin on there. I have Coinbase on there. You really only need to do one, depending on what you want to invest in. If you're big in the metaverse stuff like I am, then definitely recommend getting a KuCoin account and hooking that up. But maybe you want to do stuff some of the more mid to bigger cap stuff, and Binance or Coinbase. Coinbase actually has a wide range of different things. Coinbase has some micro cap stuff. Once you have that, it's relatively simple to get a bot set up. But here's what I'm going to say is that I learned from someone else. He teaches this and he's phenomenal and he's been around. And he can do it way better than I ever could. So, what I want to do is actually, he is going to be doing another teaching coming up. But he does have this thing that I wanted to quick show you guys.
The best way to lose money in crypto is to lose your password, or to give your money to somebody else to manage, or to try to catch the next moonshot, like Nostradamus, figure out when to buy and when to sell. But the biggest mistake is to not have a plan. Hi, my name is Dan Hollings, and the fact that I'm here at all is quite unplanned. A few years ago, I would have told you that anybody that was doing crypto was, well, a little nuts. But here I am. And the reason is because I've figured out a way with crypto that we can make money, whether the market goes up, whether the market goes down, or whether the market goes sideways. It's spread all around the world. In just the past few months, we're now in over 100 countries. But back in 2017, it was a total different story. And a friend of mine, his name is Tony, he called me up. He said, Dan, you got to get into crypto, buy some Bitcoin.
Him being a programmer, I knew he could bring some really interesting things to the table about it.
I told him I'd done some trading in the past, but that wasn't my thing.
So I kept saying, get involved, and he kept saying no.
I bought some just to shut him up.
In a way, misery loves company at the beginning there.
And pretty soon I fooled myself into thinking I knew what I was doing, because every time I would look, it was worth more. And so it peaked at around 2018. And then it started going the other direction. And I kept losing money. And I eventually lost all of the money that I had in crypto.
That wasn't too comfortable. And so both Dan and I kind of retreated.
I told people I was getting out of crypto because, frankly, I was a little embarrassed. But I kept hacking at it. I noticed that if I stopped watching the YouTube videos and I stopped listening to other people, that I could think for myself, and some things started to work.
Dan really was the one who kind of cracked the code.
Tony.
He would say, try this, Tony, try this. And
how's it going for you?
It would work. I was like, this is something special.
The money started coming in, and it didn't require I do anything. I was doing nothing. And I really believe it would have stayed that way until the cat got out of the bag. Elaine called.
I knew nothing about crypto, but I was like, Dan, I'm going to get into crypto.
I said, Elaine, look, you'll lose your shirt. This is something where 95% of the people that go into it, they lose all of their money.
I knew nothing about it, but I was going to go charging in. My dad calls it big hat, no cattle.
I said, I'll tell you what, I figured out some things. Why don't we get on a Zoom call and I'll show you what I've been doing.
And his screen is like all these charts and everything. And I was like, oh my God, I don't think I can do all the charts. And while Dan was talking, I go, what's this? And he goes, that means you just made money. And I'm like, I'm making money while we're talking?
She said, can we share it with my friend Daniel? So we got Daniel on, and I'm not kidding, a few minutes later, he's making money. And he shares it with his son, Anthony. And a few minutes later, Anthony's making money. What I was able to do, so was everyone else. And so I had to tell my chief operation officer, Ian, it worked for him. And then I share it with my marketing guy, Mikey, my marketing lady, Ashley. They've been working with me for years. And now they're making money the same way I was making money, minute after minute after minute. then they kind of ganged up on me.
Dan, you made this so easy. This has got to be a course. And he's like, well, you think? And I'm like, yes.
It started off just being my plan. And as I shared it with other people, it became Dan's plan. And as we began sharing it even further, then it became the plan.
All right, my man Dan with the plan. So if this is something that you want to know more about, let me know. I can send out some links. Again, I think he's going to be hosting 2 different live seminars, completely free. You can sign up and just attend, and you learn something. His plan consists of using the Bitsgap platform and setting up bots, and he has specific ways that he sets up how he does it. And anyway, if you're interested, you want to know more about it, let me know. I can set the links out, and yeah, hope you guys got something out of this. Please like, comment, subscribe, and again, yes, comment and leave questions. Happy to answer anything.